For much of my life, I felt ashamed of being different. Different in my quiet, reserved disposition. Different in my God-given biological rhythms. Different in my capacity to be in proximity even to the closest and dearest of my best friends. Different, because being diagnosed with bipolar and generalized anxiety and having highly sensitive proclivities necessitates a way of life that looks different. Because what's familiar to me is a life marked by discipline. It's early to bed and early to rise because before the sun hits my eyes, my body wakes up without an alarm at 4 a.m. You feel that difference when you have to cancel plans. You feel that difference when you prioritize rest and your friends make fun of you because you and I know that they really just don't understand. It's different. Different because you've had to do so much to survive in the early years of your life that your peers who haven't suffered with something chronic don't have the capacity to fathom why. Like, the reason why you don't get high is because you've been admitted to the psych ward when the octave of your voice was still pretty high. Like, the reason why you die to hit the gym is because you subscribe to the wisdom of your psychiatrist who said to move your body and sweat as much as you can, so you get it in. It's different. I'm the kind of guy who loves to seek quiet because when I don't have the space to unwind either with soulful music or silence, I internally write. It's different. I've had to do so much to prioritize my mental health for over half of my life, and while I've honestly battled with this palpable feeling of being different, I'm beginning to look at all this in a new light. Like, I'm different, but that's alright. Like, I'm different, and more than being alright, I see myself as a light. Because it's illness that actually makes us the illest. For villainous are those conditions living within wreaking havoc day by day insidious. But when we are forced to either sink or swim and embody resilience, living under a higher load of pressure produces gemstones with a palpable aspect of brilliance. I'm different because my body was hardwired for quiet. I'm different, and the discipline with which I walk is not the plot of a RoboCop, but of a soldier hardened and valiant. I'm different, and the necessity to tend to the invisible jigsaw puzzle of my invaluable internal world cultivates in me an outward manifestation of kindness. I think the fact that I'm different lends itself to a deeper, more enriched sense of self-knowledge. And this is ironic because this mark of contrast has given me the capacity to rewrite the past into something iconic. Because when we refuse to pass over past hurts and engage them, we finally pass the class of self-worth and see that different is a way to recognize our own beauty, to see it sharper and more clearly through a polished lens. So I'm different, and that's alright because I'm different. And rather than hide, I was made to show it and shine, you guys. Different.